Hello. Hi, everyone. Charlie's here because somebody let her in upstairs. Here, let me get one of your little diapers. Hold on. I'm going to put you guys on mute, okay? She is safely put away. Thank you guys so much for your patience. And yeah, so as per usual, we'll get started 5 minutes in. And hello, yes, Charlie was in the room, so I had to take her and put her downstairs because no one cares that I'm live. That is the beginning and the end of it. They don't care. They let her loose, let her come up here, made no effort to come and get her, and then ignored me when I was like, can someone come get the dog? So that's my life. Hello. Welcome on into the room, you guys. Just downloading some stuff. Any topics that anybody wants me to talk about today? Anything that's pressing that you're like, oh yeah, you need to talk about that? I always ask. If you guys want to email me, you can, and no one ever does. But then when we get in here, people are like, what about this? And I'm like, okay. I was listening to a song by Maya. What you gonna do when you can't say no? When I'm feeling such a show, boy, I really need to know. And how you gonna act? How you gonna handle that song? Girl, it's in my head now. She don't know me. She about to know me. Seen a photo. She ain't even know that. Oh, just the read of that whole part. Game, recognize game. I can do the same thing. Get it right, change. I take back. Hi, Aaron. Hello. I don't think I've ever seen your name before. Hi, Mari Mari. Hi, Lin J. Hi, Monica. Well, Detail Endeavors. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So we get started 5 minutes in. It's almost time. It's almost time. Yes. My favorite part is she don't know me. She about to know me. All right, let's get started, you guys. Hey guys. Welcome to Say What with Waht and Chris. My name is Waht. Chris is running late, so she will not be here for the beginning of this conversation. So I want to thank those of you guys who are here, ready to go. I don't want to let you guys down. So I'm going to get started. Let's talk about the big thing that affected us all this Monday. Oh my God, you guys, Facebook and then its companies being WhatsApp and Instagram went down, down, down. You know what I'm saying? It was offline and I was so confused and upset. I was at work, okay? And then I get there and it's like can't redo feed, can't replay or whatever it is for the feed. And I'm like, what does that mean? Okay, maybe it's my phone. Start my phone over again. Then I was like, why is it not refreshing? Is there no Wi-Fi? Like, what is going on? You know? And I don't do Twitter. So I don't know what's happening. I don't even think to check Twitter. And then, like, I was at one place and I moved to another place because, like, the Wi-Fi here sucks. I gotta go. Speaking of Wi-Fi, I'm actually on the Wi-Fi right now, and it makes me nervous because I usually do my Ethernet cord. So if I'm like wonky or in and out, like it's because of this Wi-Fi, even though I'm super close to the router. Anyways, so I was just like, girl, I did not know what was going on. I did not know what was going on. So I kept refreshing, and then I was on TikTok, as one does, and Bob the drag queen did a post, and he was like, I know why you're here. I know why you're here. You're here because Instagram is not working. And my mind was blown. For 2 hours, I was like, something is wrong with my phone. And then I sent out a message to all of my friends, and I was like, oh my God, you guys, Facebook has been down. It's not you. And everyone is like replying to me like, oh my God, I didn't know what was happening. I refreshed my phone 3 times. I did all this stuff. And I was just like, is this entire time I thought I was going crazy? Okay, it looks like Lisa, hi to all. Have a great chat. Got my booster and flu shot today. Otherwise, I'd stay and visit. Back to bed for me. Okay, Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So we've got somebody else who would like to talk. And so let's see how her day was on Monday without social media, or at least Instagram and Facebook.
I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I was like, I'll be honest, like, I think all the Twitter memes are really funny, and on our group chain, obviously people were talking about that, and that made me LOL, but I truly didn't even go to good. I didn't truly even go to Twitter, though, is what I was going to say. Like, I have been really leaning into turning my phone on airplane mode and just not being available and then not seeing things and then trying to forget that I even have a phone and we live in 2021. So this was great for me.
Well, at work sometimes like I need a mental break, and so I don't like Instagram, and I find myself going to Instagram. So that's why like once a quarter I have to like delete Instagram, because Instagram constantly feeds me negative body image. No, they feed me an idealistic body that I do not have, and I have a lot of after a certain amount of time of like looking at Instagram, it could be like if I'm like heavy into it for like a month, I realize that I start to feel bad about myself, and all of a sudden I'm like buying products and like doing stuff and like, you know, worried about things. And when I'm on TikTok, it's all about like these young kids, they've got something figured out. Like they're all about being themselves, about just doing it for the joke, for being funny. And you learn so much. And I enjoy TikTok so much more than I do the curated perfection of Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I haven't, I understand why TikTok is great. And I understand that you and other people feel that way. I just like also haven't gotten lost into TikTok yet, which is, I mean, I'm actually just also trying to like not be taking in You know what I'm saying? Or really limiting like the sources that I'm like taking in. I just kind of want to be like insular and like hibernating like a little bear for the next like couple of seasons. Um, but I am excited. Like, I'm so sorry I was late, but truthfully, I went and bought so much Halloween stuff because I'm super excited. I don't ever really get to decorate a home for Halloween because I live in an apartment. I most of the time spend Halloween like during at parties and things like that, or with like family members. Um, but since I'm staying at my dad's house, he has a home that is like extra specially great looking for a Halloween home. So I went out today to me and Home Depot. Let's talk about home goods, but the line was so long. Honey, let's talk about Party City. I was there. I went to Michael's. Don't even worry about that. I mean, she's been at Trader Joe's. So, to get the pumpkins. So I went around and I got a bunch of fun stuff and I can't wait to like decorate the home. So, I'm pumped. And yeah, and I also got the stuff because now I decided I want to be a witch. After all of that. You guys, do you remember when Waht told me a month ago that I was like, what are you going to be for Halloween, Waht? And she said, a glamour witch. And I was like, I'm sorry, a what? And she said, a glamour witch. Honey, she didn't say a glamorous witch. She said a glamour witch, and how dumb I am to not know that one of the many different types of witches, honey, is glamour witch. And that's exactly the specific one she's going to be. And I was like, made fun of her about it. We talked about it on the show and like cut to now being like, so I'm going to be a glamour witch for Halloween.
You know what? It's funny because like I did not intend to make it seem like you just didn't know what like a glamour witch was. I didn't recognize, like, when you kept making me repeat myself, I was like, why doesn't she understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't because I was like, you're wrong. I'm just like, am I not explaining that I want to be a witch that isn't ugly and that is glamorous? Like, yeah, I was just like, I would like to be on American Horror Story Coven. Like I would, no, not that like normal, but I've been looking at capes and I've been looking at hooded capes and as well as fitted dresses. I decided that I'm going to be like some kind of Morticia Adams like hybrid. So I don't know how I'm going to do it with this hair though. So I might have to take it down.
Oh, well, it looks great now. Whatever you want to do, you could do you not want to have braids in? Is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, Morticia has like the long straight hair and what kind of wig would ever go over this? Like, I would have to get a wig for a person that has like the biggest head. The wig is over this.
You could always just lean into the like energy of Morticia without having to do like the black straight hair, because I do love your hair right now and like you could do cool things with it. So I bought sleeves. We'll get into it. I'm excited to talk about these topics with you because I'm going to be like really test my pop culture IQ and not knowing what we're going to talk about, honey. But let's just see if I know,
Okay, well, for next topic, besides the shutdown of Facebook that apparently no one here knew about. Like, a lot of people in the comment section are like, I didn't even notice, and I'm like, oh, okay. My whole day was mildly ruined, not because of Instagram, but because I thought something was wrong with my phone. Like, TikTok was working and it was fine, but TikTok is like loud. Like, I have to have the sound on TikTok in order to hear it, and so if I'm looking at social media at work, like I have to alternate between something quiet I could look at and something not quiet. So that's why I was like, and the reason why they said it was down was because there were some server issues with Facebook, as well as they physically couldn't get to the servers. Like, it was like a lot. And there's a bunch of conspiracy theories. Like, my dad sent out a message to everybody talking about, oh, I'm no longer going to be on Facebook and Instagram for the next year. And I'm just like, first of all, nobody cares. But like, second, like, what's going on? But there's like a whole thing that, Facebook has been negligent and they really only they want you to consume negative content in order to stay longer on the platform. And so someone like a month ago called it out. Someone from their team or used to work for them called it out. It was like The Social Dilemma. Have you seen that on Netflix? Calls out their practices and the way they do things and how they hook people in. And they're saying that it's like an inside job. And so somebody like shut down the way to control in Facebook, to even where the Facebook people themselves could not get into whatever it is that they use in order to operate it. So yeah, it was like a whole inside job, and like our, you know, our data could be severely compromised and all of that. So just like, sheesh.
That is very interesting. I did not know that. I'm so happy. Just, you know, so things I forgot. Monday also, I was not even dealing, I was still sad about the fact that there was a major oil spill that happened off the coastline of Newport Beach and Huntington Beach, therefore, like ruining a bunch of marine lives and the water, and are shut down the coastlines, and it took down this air show we were having. But that like oil spillage actually made me way more depressed than the Facebook thing. I'll tell you, you know, because I'm in this wealth management thing, I don't want to give any advice, but I will know that a lot of people have been selling that Facebook stock. So, oh yeah.
All right. So next thing that we're going to talk about is Will and Jada. You guys. So Will in this upcoming, he's first of all coming out with a memoir called Will. Secondly, he had a GQ interview where he talks about their open marriage. And I'm over Will. Okay. I'm over Will Smith, because when we, first of all, in the Black community, we have kind of always known that they've had an open relationship. And then there was like Scientology rumors, which I believe full force that they started doing something with Scientology, and then both were like, what? Fuck that. We can't. You know what I'm saying? Because like, honestly, like, there's one big Black Scientologist, and his name is Isaac whatever Hayes, and he, you know, passed. But like, it's not really a thing. Like, if they were to come out and say that they were Scientologists, the Black community would be like, to them. But I do, yeah. So anyways, I do think that they were being courted by the Scientologists, and so
well, they opened that school. I mean, just so the side note is they literally opened a Scientology school at one point. So they were absolutely it.
Wait, who opened a school?
Will and Jada Smith.
Oh. Yeah. So like, I'm just like, ugh. Anyways, so we've always known that they've kind of had an open relationship. And then when Jada and Alcina, that August came out, and the fact that it just was like, why? That was the moment for him to say like, you know what? She isn't the only person. And he didn't. And so for me, it was like, why did you let her walk down that entanglement road and have this awkward red table conversation where it wasn't even like truthful, honestly, like, without you saying, yeah, we were in I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like he let her take a lot of flack for things when he could have been come forward and said what he needed to say. So the GQ article mentioned that they opened their marriage about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more. And it was after a slew of things had happened in their marriage where Jada felt completely like not compatible with him, and they were miserable. One of those things being him spending 3 years to plan her 40th birthday party, in which he then like presented her with a documentary that went back to like in her lineage to show like the white family that owned them as slaves. And she was pissed off about it because she was like, you didn't do that for me, you did that for you, and I didn't fucking want this. And then there was like another instance where she's has seen more unconventional family types in her life, and she wanted that with him, but he did not want that. And so he says that they were monogamous. But in my mind, I'm like, I don't believe for 1 second that Will was monogamous. I don't feel like he was monogamous for the times that they were monogamous. I don't know. I just don't believe it. Chris, what do you think?
You know, yeah, Will Smith. I'm not quite sure about Will Smith's sexuality and how he, you know, expresses himself. But it seems to be somewhat guarded, and but then not in this way, because we seem to know a lot about their business. But we've been knowing about their business. I know you're like, it's not been a secret in the Black community, and I shook my head and I was like, oh. Or I mean, even I knew. Yeah, no, I know that they were in an open relationship, and that maybe both people were, you know, having fun, I think, across the board, how I should say. So, I'll be honest, even at this moment in time, I don't care. Like, I don't care about their sexuality or their sex life. If they're, it's weird to me that like you're gonna hide it for so long and then now like use it for publicity. I don't understand quite like how you balance that. But truthfully, I've just come to a place where I'm like, I don't care.
Cool. Then okay. Um, yeah, so as Lisa says, yes. So there a while back there was like a controversy where everybody thought that he was dating Dwayne Martin, and then recently Jada Smith was seen out like in public with Dwayne, like hanging out, and the whole like drama with Dwayne and Tiffany, or not Tiffany, Tisha Campbell breaking up, and then just like all this. Yes. I've heard all of this. Um, Sierra says, I want that memoir for Christmas. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm super invested in their, what it is that they're doing. I just would have liked for him to come out when Jada was having all that flack. I wish that they had just like come out and said whatever they wanted to say about their being in an open relationship for years, so that it was just the two of them and they can go off into the sunset. Because I truly, I've only ever talked about them in a little bit. Just I think their children are very free, and I'm happy for for that. I'm happy that Jada and what's the name, Jaden and Willow get to express themselves in a way that I've not seen any Black children be able to express themselves, Hollywood or not. So I'm happy for them in that respect. All right. The next topic that I wanted to talk about is apparently the US is gonna go broke, or is gonna like be, I don't know. First of all, the US is in debt to other countries, period. China being the biggest one, right? So we know that. But then there's something called a debt ceiling, in which it needs to be raised, because if they do not raise the debt ceiling, the US is going to go broke by October 18th. And I was like, this sounds very much scare the people into making crazy choices type tactics. And I'm like, they're like, raise the debt ceiling. And I'm like, okay, so it's the fact that we're in debt anyway. So what do you mean we're going to run out of money? Then they're like, oh, federal aid won't be available, and the money needed for like, what is it called? Social Security and all those benefits that everybody gets is just going to run out. And I'm like, I don't believe this. This feels weird. I don't believe it at all. What do you have to say, Chris?
I mean, I really should probably have an opinion on how America spends its money. Politics is just the craziest, game of lobbyists and people and trying to get things done, but then like trying to balance a budget. And I'm sure that we spent a lot of money making all the vaccines or trying to make the masks or all the extra breathing tanks or what we try to do this whole time. So it makes sense that we're like probably going to run out of money. But at the same time, Congress is trying to pass this huge spending bill as well. So, and we're running out of money. Doesn't sound like a good idea. I wish I could get in there and tell you how to fix it and like but just seems like business that I'm happy isn't quite mine. That's the second time where I'm like, it's not that I don't care about this. My God, I don't know. Yeah, it sounds horrible. All of it. I don't know what to do. God. I don't know what to say. We're not Lebanon. We're not Greece.
Yeah, like I honestly am just like, this is so weird, but I feel like it's something that needed to be said. All right, next topic is Lizzo is under a lot of fire, which I feel like Lizzo is always under fire, and I don't know why. But so people just listen. This is what I feel like happens. Lizzo says something or does something, and then people are like, she's a big personality and a big person on TV, so like, or in the media, so like, let's take everything she does. So recently she did a TED Talk on twerking, which I couldn't indulge because I'm just like, why did this need to be a TED Talk? So I was just like, not for me, but okay, maybe somebody needed to hear it. And then she got some social media controversy because she named Janet Jackson the Queen of Pop. And the Madonna fans were very upset. So she
Mhm.
said that Usher was the king of R&B, and Tina Turner was the queen of rock and roll. Mary J. Blige is the queen of hip hop soul, which I don't agree with at all. Mariah Carey is the queen of R&B, ooh, debatable, and Beyonce is the queen of music. So she said that Britney Spears was the princess of pop, Justin Bieber was the prince of pop, and Rihanna is a pop princess. And so I was like, I guess we're always talking about that, but I'm like, I love Janet Jackson, so I'm not going to argue that Janet Jackson is not the queen of pop. But I don't know that I was really around for Janet's earlier work. Like, my first glimpse into Janet was Control, and even then, it's not the album that was in my spirit. Like, Janet is my first Janet album. And then there was Velvet Rope, and then there was like Demita Joe, and then Who Cares? Like, that's what it was for me. But Control, oh no, there was another one. Rhythm Nation. It was Rhythm Nation that was my first one, sorry. So it was like Rhythm Nation and Janet, that had me in a chokehold. But all the rest, like, I don't know. You can name somebody the queen of pop, Chris. Who would you name besides Britney? You can't name Britney.
Oh, okay. Queen. I mean, I love Rihanna. She hasn't come out with something in so long. I mean, right now, the princess of pop is Dua Lipa. Princess for sure. Not queen. It's weird because we don't have one. We haven't had one since Britney. I mean, that's the truth. Ariana can come close, I think, and she can't dance at all. Really horribly can't dance.
Okay.
And
so
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think the
criteria?
Yeah.
Someone who is princess of pop music makes dance music for sure. And if you want to be royalty in the pop music game, then you better also perform really well. And that means probably dancing, because you make dance music and you have to perform well. So here's the thing, like, I think that like people like Normani like has I'll be honest, like Normani, her first song was so good, and I don't like Normani's new song. Like, I didn't need Normani like in that Cardi B thing. Like, I feel like everyone is just too, like, if you're a girl, it's just like grab the nearest other girl and get like practically naked and then like let's do a video together. I mean, it's a little much. So I would love to see someone come and grab it, but Dua Lipa is coming for it. So Janet is by far better as a pop music artist. To me, is queen of pop over a Madonna. But I can understand that both are like queens. They're both queens because they're so different, right? Like, I mean, they never and they never even try to be the same at all. Like, they're complete aesthetic. What they can do is so different. The way they're, I will say this: both of them have not the best voices in the whole world, right? Not the best voices in the whole world, and both of them are amazing performers. Now, Madonna is a dancer, but to me, Janet is like Britney, where they're like, oh, you could have been a dancer, but right now you're like a pop star. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I watch Britney and Janet dance, I would be like, you look just like your backup dancers, except you're a star, so I am staring at you. And Madonna was always like, oh, girl, she's trying really hard to dance, and boy, can she dance better than I can, and I'll always give it to her. But like, kind of, I mean, yeah, it's just a different situation for me. But yeah, so, but then again, then I would come into this. So where does J-Lo? So Lizzo's not gonna even name J-Lo? Not gonna even say her name?
Yeah, I don't think you can say J-Lo's name. I think now, have you heard that there's this whole thing that she's an industry plant, and that like she like that it was Tommy Mottola. That like Tommy Mottola literally was like, oh, okay, Mimi, you don't want to be in my factory? I'll take her. And dropped her off. And it makes sense to me because as much as I love J-Lo,
Yeah.
J-Lo cannot sing at all.
At all.
I mean, Britney, I would rather hear, you guys, I've said this before and Chris has corroborated. I was at a J-Lo concert and she sang a ballad and I started laughing. I could not stop myself. It was like, she sang a remake song too. So it was a song that everybody knew. And they put it in a different key for her. And it was still bad. And Chris was so embarrassed. And I'm like, how do they know what I'm laughing at? She's like,
because other people are like, it's this song and her. And Wa's like, let me also tell you one other J-Lo thing, but also this is hot goss that happened about a week ago. J-Lo liked a tweet that had a picture of her and Beyonce singing, okay? All right. And the tweet said, believe it or not, Beyonce and J-Lo are hitting the same note here or something like that. And J-Lo liked the tweet. Therefore, Beyonce fans were like, she doesn't think she can sing or hit notes like Beyonce, does she? And then started calling her out on it. I mean, that's funny. I don't know if you can be a queen of anything, honey, if so easily people can tear you down. But I mean, listen, J-Lo is already like so rich and she killed again, like so many outfits. What a fabulous life. But yeah, like if we're gonna call a spade, I mean, I don't think this is like someone who is the best dancer or the best singer in the world, but boy, can she mediocrely do both in such a way, you know, for years. And she's gorgeous.
On the 6th, find me. I will fight you. I will fight you. I will fight anybody if they come for J-Lo. But let's call it what it is. Also, you know who we're completely negating? Is Lady Gaga. And to me, you're like the last prop princess was Britney Spears or the last queen. To me, it was Lady Gaga.
Okay, I can believe you.
So like, I was on that. I was on the first album, the second album, the third album, and then after that, I didn't care. Mm-hmm. However, Gaga was with me when I first hit New York City. Like that was the person who was pumping in my brain as I'm like stomping down 7th Avenue from like my first job to my second job, you know, like she was all of my UCB time was Gaga. All of my, what's that place called? Whole Foods was Gaga.
I forgot about your Whole Foods. Oh,
you remember I worked for Whole Foods, Chris? You remember you came to the Del Mar, whatever festival? I remember we were just at UCB together and like stomping around and in snow, and it was just like a whole situation.
Yeah.
So like, yeah. Yeah. Anyways, so that's what I always think is that like Gaga filled that space. And I would say Madonna had me in her clutches a little bit longer than Janet did, but Janet meant more to me. So it's like, I will fight for Madonna's reign too, because Cherish and Papa Don't Preach and La Isla Bonita, like she had me from like 89 to like, to like mid 2000s or whatever. So anyways, there's that. Let's see. What else did I have to say? The next topic is apparently John Mayer and Rihanna were spotted out. They're friends. And the reason how they met was through Katy Perry, because Rihanna was friends with Katy Perry and Katy Perry dated John Mayer at some point in his career. And for me, I was listening to John Mayer's, some of the songs that I have of his on my phone. And I think I don't like him because of his comment saying that he's not attracted to Black women, but not because I think everyone should be attracted to Black women. Like he's fine, but there was something in that was weird. But then also his songs, like if you listen to the song Daughters, it sounds like a cult. It sounds like a bad, like, it's not good. It's supposed to be a song that influences and uplifts women and tells women and men who are parents to daughters to treat them kindly and to treat them well. But because they are delicate, stupid flowers who need that, because if you don't treat your daughter well, they'll grow up and be shitty to their partner and their kids. Boys, you can break. You know, no matter whatever they do, you can throw things at them, but boys, they'll be fine. It's your daughters you really need to watch and raise. And I know he didn't write it in a way. I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he didn't write it in a way that was meant to be like patronizing to women, but it 100% is.
I always just thought it was like he wrote a song because he was like, oh, the women I'm trying to like hook up with are also messed up. So I'll write a song to their parents being like, can you make daughters better so I can like hook up with them easier?
Yeah. It's not culty, but what like Jasmine, it's not that it's culty, but I was listening to it and I just, as it kept going on, I was like, this is the shit that like cult leaders say about women. Like, that's what I mean. It was like, it just, I don't know. It's, I want to find the lyrics and I can just read them to you to see like what it would say. Lyrics, daughter. But anyways, Chris, what do you think about, any hot goss about John and Rihanna?
You know, no, I was gonna say this. I didn't hear about John and Rihanna because I only heard that. I mean, I would love her to leave ASAP Rocky, but you know, the other like a couple that keeps dining together, specifically at Giorgio Baldi, is The Weeknd and Angelina Jolie, which is like what? But they're trying to make it seem like they're dating or doing a project together.
I was hoping that John and Rihanna were doing a project together.
Or maybe Weeknd's trying to buy her stake in that rosé that she's trying to get rid of with the business that she had with Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I always wonder. I mean, I guess I understand people want to go out and eat, but sometimes with celebrities, I'm like, why don't you just hire a private chef and stay home? Like, I don't know.
Well, because they want paparazzi pictures, so why not?
Oh, okay. I guess you can say. I guess I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Here's what the lyrics are. I know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. She's just like a maze where all the walls are continually changed. And I've done all that I can to stand on her steps with my heart in my hands. Now I'm starting to see maybe it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Some girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Boys, you can break. You'll find out how much they can take. Boys will be strong. Boys soldier on, but boys will be gone without the warmth from a woman's good heart. So that part to me was kind of like, it felt like fundamentalist, like commentary on like boys are strong. They can soldier on, but girls can't. Girls aren't strong. They don't soldier on. If you mess up a girl, then you're not going to then she's going to be horrible to people. And I'm just like, like, oh, see that skin? It's the same she's been standing in since the day she saw him walking away. Now she's left cleaning up the mess he made. I don't know. It's just parts of it just didn't sit well.
You don't like that song? Yeah, she hates that song, guys. John Mayer, I mean, my God, what a blast from the past. I don't know. I mean, the only thing interesting about him at all to me is like when he said that Jessica Simpson was like sexual napalm. I was just like, what does that mean? Tell me more. Anyway.
Oh, he said she was sexual napalm? Yeah. He was like really attracted to her.
Yeah.
Let's see. And I think that's it. That's all I have. Runs Out of Money, Will Smith, Queen of Pop, J-Lo. Yep. That is it. Yeah, what I had to talk about.
Did I not talk? Did I talk enough or no? I love you.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have an opinion about some of the things, which is fine. It's fine. So, do you have anything that you're into?
Oh wow, I don't know what that is. Let's see. What am I into? I'm about to order a pumpkin pizza from Fresh Brothers, which I'm so excited about. Pizza shaped like a pumpkin.
Oh, I thought it had pumpkin on it. I was like, ooh.
I know. That was so disgusting. And then when I decided to tell you what it was, wasn't that like 100% better than what you thought it was?
Yeah. But anyways, I thought it might be like, it could be like, sometimes people put like, on a Hawaiian pizza, they put like
bullshit.
the salty and the sweet. So I thought maybe it was going to be like a salty thing, right? Or some kind of
Mhm.
salty meat, and then like a sweetened pumpkin, like a cinnamony thing. And so like maybe that would be good.
No, it's just yummy pizza, like normal yummy pepperoni pizza, like the kind we all like. But I also add black olives. It's me, and then I'm also gonna like add fresh basil. That's my like Chris Ferris secret pizza, and it's in the shape of a pumpkin. So yeah, so I just want to look and see. Oh, Ray J filed for divorce. Oh no, the third time, honey. Him and Princess just not going to work out. Can you like when he got married to that princess? Were you just like, oh, honey, is your real name Princess? But like she goes by Princess Love. Was she a stripper? No, she was just on Love Is Hip Hop. Like, what is her backstory? But you know what? Princess Love is pretty.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, and like I kind of hate Ray J because I feel like he tried to like low key take responsibility for Kim Kardashian's like like turnaround of what he did to her, like of him putting out their sex tape, and then he
mhm,
tried to turn it around and be like, "Oh, well, she's famous because of me," and yeah, because of a dick move you made, and now she's like oodles and boodles and koodles and doodles famous, and
mhm.
you're still doing whatever, but he may not be famous as she is, but he's probably as rich as she is, or if not as rich, coming up on it because of all the businesses he has. He has Raycons, which are doing really well. He's got stock in a lot of different things. I was watching something and they were talking about his shit, and I was like, oh, like this definitely feels like okay, good for him that he's business savvy. I like that.
Yeah, I like a man, any person, sorry. I like any person that like takes money they made in one place and was like, "Hey, I'm going to diversify these assets and put this money in other places and grow businesses so that if one fails, honey, I am not at risk." Anyway, what do you, so yeah, so I'm going to tell you that tonight I'm into pumpkin pizza. Wow, what are you into?
I didn't get the video, but I'm trying to get it right now. There is this like hilarious TikTok of this girl of this. Okay, wait, hold on. It is so
Oh,
funny
wait,
that
wow, did you watch did you watch the prequel of Game of Thrones?
prequel. No.
Yeah. HBO dropped the trailer for the prequel of Game of Thrones. It's called like House of Dragon or something like that.
But what is it? Oh, okay, so I'll look it up.
Yeah, no, it's 500 years, I think, 200 years or the whatever amount of years before what we saw in the House of Targaryen. And like there's white-haired people, like Draenarius people. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? Like you're like, yeah, oh yeah, you gotta see this. You gotta see the trailer. You love Game of Thrones. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. I didn't even think like. Oh, okay. Here. So this is the video. I hate that I don't have it queued up for you. Here, let me just go ahead and record it. Sorry, I want to. I want to
Yeah,
get it.
I'll talk. Here, you take her. Tell me when you can. So,
Okay,
guys,
I'll put it on mute. I'm on mute.
okay. Let me just tell you. How are you feeling about October? Are you leaning in? Are you decorating for Halloween? Do you know what you're going to be? It's a Libra new moon, and so I don't know how you feel about astrology, but supposedly from the like different Instagram accounts I follow, it's supposed to be a time in which relationships can shift in such a way, but in a good way, and you are to keep order of your things, I guess mostly is what this is saying. So I yeah, I feel good. It's already like getting dark. It's like, 6:45 p.m. here on the West Coast, and it's getting dark as you watch me in a dark room. Now, I'll tell you right now, is Wa laughing at what we're saying? No, honey, she loves that TikTok. This girl loves her TikTok, honey. So she's into one. Look how into it she is. I mean, don't we want this for us? Yes, we do. And so we're going to have a reaction. By the way, side notice, because I know people are here watching it, I kind of can't wait. I'm kind of into 90 Day Fiance, the single life season 2. Like, I want to see all those people. Are people like watching that BS? Like, that's how we're going to see Sinjin. And you know what? I definitely do want to see Natalie. And Mike, I'm upset about, but Mike in that tub with that, brown haired biddy, honey, who is she? And what's Natalie going to think? You guys, last night I went to go see Alanis Morissette and Garbage, and it's all on my Instagram and Twitter. Okay, I mean, why? Did it take this long? Look at her. Look at her. I love her so much. I'm just killing time, Juan. Whenever you're ready, you tell me. She's not.
Oh, just be patient with me. I'm sorry. Here it comes.
And Family Chantel too, Veronica. And Family Chantel too. Veronica, what are you doing? Looks like you're playing with silly string.
I love my Libras. I'm a Libra.
Yeah, honey, it's your moon. It's your moon.
I am a Libra. Okay, so there's two versions of this. Oh, it's so funny. I hope you guys laugh as much as me. It got me through a lot. You know, I've been feeling really sad and down, and watching this, it never fails to make me so very happy. I hope that I'm sending it to you, putting it to you guys in order. But my Wi-Fi is going to kind of go down because of this. Let's see. She don't know me. She about to know me. Like that is still in my head. So thank you guys. My older son turns 10 tomorrow. He's so sweet. Aww. Happy birthday to your son. Happiest of birthdays. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is bad.
I know, but
it's because I'm uploading it.
Yeah. Oh. Absolutely not.
Okay, maybe this will show. Here we go. It's gonna make us go mute, so I'm just going to take this comment down, and hopefully this is the right one.
I want to see it again.
I want to show you the original. Bad Wi-Fi again, you guys. I want to show you the original.
The sound of what that...
I know. Let me show you the original, and then come on, upload. You guys, so what it is two versions of it, okay? The original is what happened, and then they changed it and took away the sound. Come on.
Oh God, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my God, she just like bounced up and down. And the noise of the clinkety clanks, I won't ever forget that. I mean, that's...
Here's the original.
Here's a step-by-step guide on how to kill the vibe at a C-Walk session. Here's a...
Okay, so like what it is these guys are dancing, right? So I want you to pay attention to the two men, the guy in the Freddy Krueger shirt and the guy who originally was dancing, okay?
Here's a step-by-step guide on how to kill the vibe at a C-Walk session.
They all just backed out, okay? They all just gave up and just let her have it. But then he redid, the guy who took the video or whoever put it, posted it, redid it to just be this.
Mm-mm. That's the most embarrassing, cringiest cringe. Oh, you know what it reminds me of the cringiest cringe? Did we ever talk about why people were coming for Lizzo?
Because of
Chris
saying
Brown.
that Janet was the queen of pop.
No, that's not why.
Oh.
She came out and there's a video of her seeing Chris Brown and being like, "You are my absolute favorite." And people were being like, "Girl, you know you're not his."
Yeah.
And I mean, like, we like you a lot, girl, but you don't need to be like you're number one and he's your absolute favorite, because like he has gone on record to be like, you know who I don't like? Your types. So sorry. You know what? I'm so sorry. It just made me think of, this is so bad. Everyone was saying how cringy that was of Lizzo, you know? And when I just said cringe, I was like, holy shit, we forgot to bring that up, which is okay. Yeah. I mean, not the same, but still you don't want to see it. You don't want to see either one thing happen. You know.
Yeah. It's kind of like Akon being like, R. Kelly deserves redemption. It's like, what have you done? Now I want to know what you're in trouble for. But yeah, I saw that she said that, and I just like didn't click on it because I was like, maybe he is her favorite, but like it's not a good look, sis. And yeah. I know
you
so
are
many
hers.
women.
You are his.
Yeah. I know so many women who love Chris Brown regardless of how problematic he is, and I don't get it. I don't get it.
People really do love a Chris Brown. No, I get it. But yeah, it was just had to be said or whatever. Anyway, love you.
Something happened with Chicaology too. She got in trouble for going after somebody's kid online. And then, but that person was going after women with infertility, and so I think that's why she went after the kids. I'm so hyper like sensitive to like infertility conversations now, so like it is like I couldn't go into it, but yeah. You have anything? You said you don't have anything you're into.
No, I'm ordering my pumpkin pizza. I'll be honest, the pumpkin pizza just called me. I have to call him back. They have a question.
Okay.
Take me off for a second so I can.
Yeah, we're gonna be done. Yeah. So, all right, you guys, that is the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for rocking with us for the 53 minutes that we've been talking. And yeah, if you would like to talk to us, you can talk to us on any of our social medias. I will put that down below for Chris, and you know where to find me, girl, but you can find Chris there. So Chris, do you want to do your outro?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me, and I love you guys, and happy Halloween, and I love Waht so much, and I'm sorry if I was a little like low energy, but God bless. I'm happy to be here and see you all. It's like so dark in this room. It's my own fault for like not putting the light on. Anyway, my name is Chris Farah. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Chris L. Farah. And you know what? You can follow me there. And will I talk to you? I mean, I don't know, maybe. But I wouldn't like commit to that. You can also join my Facebook group if you're there, Vanity Farah. It's just that I have boundaries. I mean, what can I do? I can't just talk to everyone all the time. But the final thing I want to say is I really do appreciate you guys coming here, liking this video if you haven't yet, just like making sure that before we end this, that you made sure to thumbs it up, because, it's the most important thing besides breathing, and that you would subscribe to us. We do this every Wednesday, and for me, you can follow. I'm going to do the following show probably as an audio on Friday at 1:30, and Sunday will be we'll be towing it back. So, having said all that, I love you and thank you, and take care of yourselves and one another. Stand up for what you believe and make art. And I'll tell you how the pumpkin pizza is on my Instagram.
And you guys have a fantastic week. I'll see you on Saturday to talk about Love After Lockup. And remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Thanks so much to Mickey, Lynn J, and all of the moderators that were here today. Lisa, I hope you feel better. Jesse Lee, thank you so much for being here. Monica, it's always a pleasure. And Jasmine, love you to pieces. Anyone else I missed? It's not personal. You guys have a fantastic evening. Bye.